You can't fit the 24 into a 20-inch fork, just doesn't work, but you can fit a 20-inch wheel on a 24-inch fork. Hello everyone, welcome back. This episode here, I am going to replace some tires and some tubing. I found a puncture right about here, and try to indicate it with this white mark with some arrows on both sides so I remember where it is. Wow, there's some gashes here as well. That's my phone. There's some gashes here, and I'll examine the front tire. I think I can still use the front tire. This here is what I'm worried about. There's a little small puncture, and I know it's punctured through the tube because I put green slime, or slime that's green, in the tubing, and I saw a little bit of bead of green liquid right here, so it's gone through the inner tube and punctured out through here. I see some gashes here. I'll examine the tire. The back tire is where I need to, is what I really need to replace. Let's have a look here at the back tire. Yeah, you can see right here. So this is the back tire here, and this gets most of the wear. So I'm gonna probably replace the back tire. It's almost down to where the two tires were welded together, I think, or something like that. Again, I'll take it off, and I'll most likely replace the tire on this, replace the tubing in the front. I have an extra tube in the emergency kit here, so I probably have to buy 2 more tubes to replace that. And that's my project today. Anyways, I was gonna ride the bike, but after seeing that, I decided to go ahead and just do some maintenance. I'll probably I'll most likely clean the chain as well. I'm not gonna wash the bike because it's gonna rain tomorrow, and I may or may not ride. And here is the old version, the old Kenda tires, the old style. They don't have the reflective bead around them. I didn't, at the time when I bought them, they didn't have them yet, but oh well, it is what it is, so next time. But here's what I am going to do. I am going to experiment for a little bit. I'm going to, if you look over here, you see my red Mini here. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to experiment. I'm going to see if I can take the front tire here. If the front tire works on the front fork of the Radrover, I'm going to do the rear, since I'm going to take off the rear. So this is an experiment. I'm wondering if the 20-inch tires will fit on the Radrover, because the disc brakes look like they're in the same place. This is going to be interesting. I was always curious about that. I always wondered if it could be done. Well, we'll find out today. I'm going to do the front first because that's easy. So stick around, everybody. Here's my setup. I'm still using this wheel choke. I just have it tied down, as you can see, tied down the back wheel so it doesn't pop up. And all right, so because I just want to deal with the front wheel for the most part. So that's how I got it set up. There's the front wheel. That was easy. Now I'm going to take off the front wheel on the Rad Mini here. Take off the front wheel off of that. Okay, everyone, I'm back, and this is my result right here. Yeah, it does fit. It does fit. Does it spin freely? Oh yeah, it looks like it does. Now I have to admit, you know, you can probably fit the Rad mini 20-inch tires. Okay, you can probably fit those onto the Radrover, but I don't think the 24-inch tires is going to fit on the Rad Mini here. Just tires are too big, it won't fit. So, all right, now that I know that the front can fit, and the brakes seems to work really well. It goes right in there, not an issue. All right, let's. I'm kind of curious if the cranks are going to hit the ground. Let me just compare it real quick. Let me just compare it, just to get an idea of comparison here. Yeah, it's like an extra 8 inches, 4 inch, well, 3 to maybe 6 to 8 inches on both sides. They're starting to cut the grass around here. Anyways, I'm going to check something else. I'm going to measure the cranks as well to see if they're the same on the Rad Mini, and we'll see if this is going to work or not. All right, so this is what I've got done so far. I've almost got my Radrover 20-inch fat tire working here. So I took the rear tire from the Rad Mini. Here's the rear tire here on the Radrover, the original. Here, let me see if I could find the markings were. Oh, that's okay. This is the this is the original. You see the tread is wearing, so that's why I'm changing it. I could have waited for a little bit longer, but what happened was my front tire had a leak. If I can find that leak, here it is. So here's that leak right there, and there's that little hole. If you can see it, I don't know if you can see it or not, but anyways, I saw some green slime leaking out of here. The green slime is in the inner tube, so there must be a hole in the inner tube, because if it's leaking from the inner tube and into the tire and out here, that means there's a puncture. So over time, it's just going to just lose air, and I don't want a situation where it's holding up. It's kind of sealing, but I don't want to be in a situation where I need to ride the bicycle, I need to ride my Radrover, and it's completely flat. So that's why I'm just might as well just change the inner tube and order some more inner tubes here. So while I'm doing that, I might as well change the rear tire. And here's that's the new inner tube right there, and that's what it looks like. The cranks, I haven't measured the cranks, but I did take it out with the 20-inch, 24-inch tire on the back, and it seems to not hit, at least when I had the 20-inch in the front, it doesn't hit the ground. Let's have a look at the Rad Mini here. Here's the Rad Mini right here, as you can see. And the Rad Mini, here's the the Rad Mini is tireless right now. So can you fit, I'm sure you're asking, can you fit the 24-inch on the Rad Mini? Well, I don't think so, but I know there's people who want evidence and proof. So here we go. Here's a 24-inch from the Radrover, and I'm just gonna put it in, and I hope you're all seeing this. It's the answer is no. It's just not going to fit. All right, you can't fit the 24 into a 20-inch fork. Just doesn't work. But you can fit a 20-inch wheel on a 24-inch fork, or for a fork that's meant to be for 24 inches. So there you go. I hope that settles that great mystery. I'm sure everyone was wondering. So anyway, so what do I have left to do? Okay, all I have left to do is to put the 20-inch Kendas on the rear, and I'll have, again, I'm just having fun. I'm just playing around. Will the bike work? Probably, most likely it will work. It's the same motor, same connection, same sprocket freewheel, so it should work. And what I'm basically going to do is just having fun doing an experiment for the most part. And while I'm having fun, having an experiment and just fooling around, I'm going to replace the tire on the rear wheel and then replace the tube on this potential flat puncture, and just order up some more inner tubes. But you know, that's life. That's what happens. I got some packages here. That's probably my Insta360 ONE X and some other stuff my wife ordered. Anyways, here it is. 20-inch fat tire on a Radrover. So one of the first things I noticed, I had to readjust the brakes, but the pedals are extremely low to the ground. I mean, you're just not going to. That's my foot, just barely goes right underneath it. So I don't think you can pedal. And if you do get this bike, you're going to have to definitely, if you do this mod, which I highly doubt you will, you're probably going to have to, I don't know, get different crank shafts or something. I didn't measure. I'll go ahead and I'll get a measuring tape right now. It's just that the crank, the height of 8 inches. It's about 8 inches, and this one here is probably going to be 8 inches as well. Yeah, 8 inches. So it's just where the location of the bottom bracket is in comparison to where the center of the wheel is the difference, I'm assuming. So pretty much this mod is not very practical, but let's have some fun. I'm gonna have some fun here. Okay, the battery's on. I'm not gonna pedal, I'm just gonna throttle. And again, it's just for fun. I'd like to see if this thing has more torque on it. So that's the whole point of doing this here. And another thing is the kickstand is obviously it's not going to work. So, okay, so let's. Oh, jeez, it's easier to get on, that's for sure. Okay. Oh gosh, I'm having too much fun on this. It works. Question is it more torquier? And I don't really have an answer for you on that. So I don't have an answer if it's more torquier or not. So it is shorter, but you know, the bottom bracket is lower, so it's not practical for you to I mean, if you look, I don't know if you can see that. Let me point the camera down. If you look, I mean, literally there's my feet, so it's like only about maybe 2 to 3 inches. Like I've already I don't know if you saw that, but I already hit the, you know, you're gonna, yeah, you're barely a few, like half an inch. You're like half an inch if you spin this thing. So not practical in any way, shape, or form, but I just wanted to do it for fun. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I can tell you right now, this thing is not practical, but why not? I did it for fun. So I'll probably, if anything, I'll use this like a motorcycle more than anything else. Is it a little bit torquier? Is it will it go up an incline better like the Rad Mini when I did the hill test? I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. I would have to test it out, but let me just leave it like this for now. Tomorrow it's going to rain, so I was going to ride today, but I'm making some repairs to the bicycle, to the electric bicycle. So maybe soon I'll just take this. I won't pedal. I'll just throttle up the hill again and see if 20-inch tires makes a difference. And you know, if that's the case, who knows, maybe you'll get some smaller crank arms or whatever. I don't think it's designed. It's not much of a hack. But if you wanted to, yeah, you could put 20-inch fat tires on this bike, and yeah, you could ride it on throttle alone. Pedaling would be kind of hard, in my opinion. Anyways, let me get back to what I originally was going to do, which is I'm going to replace the tire on the back tire and then replace the inner tube on the front tire here. Okay, so if you like this episode, feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Give me a thumbs up, everyone. There's the Rad Mini tireless. I don't know what I'm going to do, but hopefully it's not going to rain today. And there's the Rad Rover. There's the Rad Rover and 20-inch tires. It looks kind of cool, actually. Maybe they should make a Rad Rover and a 20-inch version, but you know, then you would have a Rad Mini, so what would be the point? Anyways, this is just for fun. See you all later. Bye.